Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Robert Kelly, aka the Dude, aka the King of Zoom. Thanks for checking out the Calta and Kelly YouTube page. We hope you like what we're putting up there. Make sure you go to patreon.com/Robert Kelly and sign up over there, because every week we put a show, an extra show. Friday show, only Patreon. And we also have the JO party on Saturday night, only Patreon. That means you, all the fans, get to come into a Zoom and hang out with us and all the other ladybugs. And it's a blast. So we also let you watch all the shows live. YKWD live, all the Calta and Kelly's live, unedited, all go on the Patreon. And you also get the 10-minute extra YKWD every week goes on there, along with Live from the Shed, one-on-ones, Tech Talk with Bobby and Friends. There's so much content up there. And you know what? It's all for what? A price of a cup of coffee. $5 get you in the door. And you're going to love it. So make sure you go over there, patreon.com/Robert Kelly. And here's another little thing I want you to do. If you like this content we're putting up, subscribe and like. That's it. Just hit the little button, subscribe, so you know when we got a new show out, and then like it so we know you like what we're doing. Okay? That's it. Patreon.com/Robert Kelly. Subscribe and like. Now, enjoy the show.
Right down from your belly. So get in here, you half a queer. It's time for Calta and Kelly.
That's for you. Hey.
Hi, pal.
Hi, buddy. What's going on?
Can I tell you something you're not going to want to hear?
I mean, why not top off this day with some more shit? Because I definitely, I've been eating a shit Sunday all day. So please go ahead.
It's not bad. It's just I'm having such a hard time in the studio because it's so fucking hot in here. And I knew that you were going to be like, I'm fucking freezing in here.
Yeah, I'm fucking that's it. It's hot.
That, and it sounds like something just fell somewhere.
Mush. Hopefully Mush grabbed his chest and fell back and knocked all his figurines off the wall. And I hope all the boxes opened when they fell, so they're worthless now.
I open a lot of mine.
Me too, Mush. I got a bunch of Funko Pops, and I just ripped those bitches right out of the I just ripped those things right out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sell anything. Do you ever sell anything?
I have, yeah.
What have you sold?
I sold a lot of my Nintendo, yeah, my NES collection, my Super Nintendo collection.
Fucking dignity.
I sold one autographed piece of memorabilia one time. I sold an autographed Aerosmith guitar, and I drove a stolen car for 2 years, and it finally had to go. They had to take it back, and when they took it back, I had no car, so I suddenly had to go buy a car. So I sold my Aerosmith guitar so that I had money for a down payment for a truck. That's the only thing I ever really sold. Everything else I still have, and it's probably worthless now. I have a ridiculous amount of baseball cards from when I was a kid that I think one day my grandchildren will find, and they'll be like, holy shit, we're rich.
Baseball cards went down, though. Nobody gives a fuck about baseball cards anymore.
I know, but I have a bunch of like good ones. Like I have a lot of Wade Boggs rookie cards and stuff, and they're all in plastic, and they've been that way since the 80s. So sometime it's going to come back again. Like sometime when people look at them and go, what is that? They're going to go, fuck, those things are worth money.
Yeah. Well, if we ever can fucking go to a game again without having to sit, 50 chairs away from everybody.
Yeah. Like the Super Bowl.
Oh God, it's a fucking nightmare. First of all, it's still snowing here. I've shoveled. I've done my driveway twice. Yeah. And we're talking the first time I did it, it was over the snowblower. That's how much snow it was. Wow. Okay. Second time I did it, it was half the snowblower. I did that this morning. And then I pulled my car out. There was around 3 feet of snow on my truck. I have a technique where I let everything heat up. I just blazed the heat inside the truck.
I saw you
wiped
doing that.
the camera off in the back, go down the street, forward, back, step on the gas, goosh. Everything just slid off my fucking car. My neighbor hates me.
Why don't you get that thing that goes across the windshield? Then in the morning, you just pull it off.
Dude, this worked. I can't tell you how great this was.
This is just, if I lived in New York, this is what I would get. It's like a the sun visors that you put in the window to keep the heat out, to keep the
you
sun
still
out.
got to clean the top off in the back.
Yeah, but that's when you just drive away and let that shit fly off.
But and then Max was a pain in the ass today with the school. I mean, this is what a fucking little maneuver this kid is. She's in there for 3 hours trying to get him to do the math today without beating him. I walk in, I sit down, I go, all right, let's do this. I'll beat you. I'll totally kill you in this math or subtraction. He went through it in like 20 minutes and totally smoked me in the math. I mean, I let him win, of course, but barely. And he went right through it, bang, done. He goes, I win. I'm like, you little fucking piece of shit. You could have done this hours ago.
Yeah.
And then my mother calls me in the middle of it, and he's still being a twat. She calls me up. I ordered the thing and I can't seem to. How do you get it? Wouldn't send me anything. I go, well, what did you do? She goes, I go, what email did you use? So I call the guy, Emilio. I put her on three-way. Emilio goes, hello. I go, my mom's on the line. I go, talk to him. He goes, this is your mother? I can't get the thing where I put the email and it doesn't. I don't know where it went. He's like, okay, I'll give you a number, blah, blah, blah. I get the number. Did you call? Nobody was there. I call up. Somebody answers the phone. She's just out of her mind. And then she goes, I go, I need your email. It's blah, 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 blah to AOL. I went, AOL?
But I don't understand that either. I still have an AOL.
She goes like this. She goes, yeah, I know. I give the guy the email. She calls me back an hour later. I didn't get anything. I go, I gave him your thing, your AOL. She goes, I didn't say AOL.
Oh.
It's Yahoo. I go, fucking Yahoo. She goes, I didn't say, I said, yeah. I go, Ma, you said AOL. She goes, I never said AOL. She turns into me because that's where I get it from.
Oh, I can tell.
She's like, I never said AOL. I said Yahoo. I'm like, gee, and it's my father's email. So it says Larry. So then I give the guy that and he goes, Larry. I go, my father, he's dead. He goes, sorry. And then I had to call her up, and then I called her up, and
he killed himself trying to get an email address from your mother.
What were you going to say about AOL? No, I'm sorry. I just had to get that out.
I use my AOL, have since the 90s, and sometimes I send it out, and people are like, oh, AOL. I go, what? It works exactly the same as the other one. I don't have the disk that goes in my computer, and I don't go, welcome to AOL. I don't have, it's just an address, just an email address. Like, I don't get the joke.
Well,
and then somebody with a Hotmail address is making fun of me.
I mean, Hotmail's fucking silly, but listen. Here's the thing. This is what she did. This is how spiteful my mother can be. She goes, listen, just consider it a donation. I go, I don't need your so you don't even care about watching it. Like you just wanted to what? Like you weren't, I mean, what?
Yeah.
And then I called her up and it always rings in my head, Mike. Like, I think it was 8 years ago, when she leaned into the phone when I was like, you do this and you my therapist. She goes, Bobby, when are you going to realize I'm never going to change? That always rings. I called her back. Go, Mom, sorry. I was having a little tough time. I apologize. Don't worry about it. She's like, okay, thank you, honey. Ooh.
We have different mothers, man. My mother will drive me nuts, and I'll go look at her, and she'll go, I know. Did I say something stupid? I said something stupid. And I'll be like, I mean, I'm not going to say it's stupid, but.
Oh, my mom will fight. She'll fist fight me.
All my parents want me to do for them these days, which is not a complaint. I'm happy this is all they asked for. If you want to guess, the one thing that both my parents asked me for, they've been divorced since I was 5. They don't really talk to each other. What's the one thing they both want from me?
Money.
No, surprisingly, neither of them asked me for money. Yeah. No, I mean, I'm sure they'd take it, but no. They only ask me to change light bulbs for them. That's what I've become, the light bulb changer. I go to pick up my daughter. My mother, Mike, can you come inside and change a couple of light bulbs for me? Sure. I go to my father's house the other day. Hey, do me a favor. Hold the ladder. I got to change a couple of light bulbs. Okay. I said, that's what I've become. I've become a light bulb son.
Yeah, but that's because you moved to Tampa where everybody has those fucking gaudy 50-foot ceilings like Scarface. Everybody's house has just
Gaudy?
empty empty space. It's just fucking, I mean, you could literally fit 17 Mexican families on top in your foyer. You could just build you could just put plywood up and have a floor and let everybody live there.
Yeah.
You have so much empty space in your fucking house. It's nuts.
I don't now. Now I'm starting to fill all the nooks and crannies.
Buddy, your foyer is nuts.
I actually spend a lot of time there now because that's the room where the fireplace is. So now I just go sit there and I turn the fireplace on. Ooh, which, by the way, I left it on. But that's what I do. I just sit. I'm the only one that uses that front room outside of Christmas.
If you've ever said anything fucking Florida white trash Tampa, it's that what you just said. I sit by a fireplace. Ooh, I just left it on.
I just realized I left it on.
What are you leaving on a fireplace? You're not supposed to leave. A fireplace is supposed to be wood and matches and fire and a flume. Yours is white trash Tampa, just trying to live this fantasy life that you guys shouldn't have. You shouldn't have fireplaces.
I am not a caveman. I do not need to start my fire by rubbing things together. I simply turn a button on. Excuse me. I hit the remote control, and the fire flows out beautifully. Never burns anything. Doesn't smell bad.
Yeah, that's not a fire.
Called advancements in technology.
That's not a fireplace.
And Lou says that room is gorgeous.
No, I'm not saying the room is gorgeous. And why wouldn't Lou say anything else? Lou, you know what, Lou? You know, anyways.
What was that?
I'm not just fucking.
Bobby said,
the room is gorgeous, but the fact that you have a fireplace that has a remote makes me vomit. That's not a fireplace. That's a barbecue.
No,
you have a fucking Weber in your living room.
I cannot cook things on that at all. Thank you very much. I'm going to send
it. No, you actually could. You could put a fucking screen in there, some chicken wire, and throw some hamburgers in there and push a button and cook some more shit.
That's white trash. You want to talk about white trash? I'm sending a picture of it to Mush right now.
Well, listen, man, I'm just saying. I have a gas grill. Yes, I do, Lou, you fucking traitor. Me and Lou go to fucking eat. I took her out. We had a nice time. And then she can
still like my fireplace and be your friend.
I'm not saying the room is bad. Doesn't Bobby have a gas grill? Yes, Joel Van fucking Fleek. I have a amazing fucking grill, by the way. Right. I don't have a fireplace because I will not accept a fake fireplace. I would have a real fireplace.
Build a real fireplace in your living room. Go and get a garbage can and some wood.
Garbage can?
I don't know, like an aluminum can.
Aluminum?
Yeah, a cast iron pot hanging over the imitation fireplace. Do you know that somebody gave me for Christmas, I don't remember who it was, it might have been my wife, a book of cabin porn. It's just all beautiful cabins. I can look at that stuff all day.
Oh, yeah. I actually follow somebody. It's a real estate company. They take houses up in the Catskills and they redo them. They modernize them. Oh, I'm talking like the whole wall is a window.
Yeah.
Looking out on this beautiful river and you can rent these places too. There's a place up in the Catskills. It's the 3 tiny homes right on a river in the woods, and you can rent them. We should rent them.
I would do that.
Have one. You have one, and me and Don have one. You and Amanda have one.
My son's pretty tough. I saw my son almost fight an adult a couple of weeks ago. What? But there's no way. Oh yeah.
What? I'm sorry. What?
My son almost fought an adult the other day. This is a kid I'd never seen get in a fight ever, other than hockey, and he cursed in front of me, and I had to hold him back from fighting an adult.
Okay, I need you to step back, and we need to get. I want to go 10 minutes before the fight when you're at a Starbucks. You're at the Starbucks going, can I get blah, blah? What do you want? 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 Yeah.
I already know everybody's orders. Look at my fake fireplace. Look at my fake fireplace. It's beautiful.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful, but it's fucking garbage. It's
That's
fake.
real fire. That's real fire.
Yeah, but it's not a real log, and it's not real heat.
The one in my living room, my other living room, that's garbage. That is just a picture of flames. It doesn't even get hot. It's ridiculous. I can't wait to get it out of there.
But this doesn't get hot. That doesn't get hot.
No, the one you just saw does. It's fire. It's real fire.
It's fire.
Fire.
Calta, you're fucking nuts, man.
It's real. It's a propane tank that's feeding the. Go stick your face in it.
Oh, fuck you. I mean, listen, it's not a. It's you push a button and it goes on. I bet you can control the flame height too, right?
No.
No, can you make it a pink flame or a green flame or Christmas colors?
In the other room, I can. Yeah. In the other room, it's blue flames. It looks like it's ridiculous.
There's no chimney, sweetie, because it's not a fire.
Attached to a chimney.
You're a chimney.
It doesn't actually produce smoke, but there is a chimney.
You're a fucking chimney. You're a chimney. Just fucking listen. I need to hear what happened before. What, first of all,
exciting. It's not that exciting.
It doesn't matter. I need to hear it.
So, Joey was playing hockey, and he got kicked out of a game. But he got kicked out because he got a major penalty, and there was only like 2 minutes left in the game. So they just send you to the locker room. You don't sit in the game. You don't sit on the bench to serve 2 of your 12 minutes.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
Really quick with this. You kid's a brute.
Only
I've been to a couple of his games, and I was lucky enough to go to one of the games where he was actually on offense, and he scored 2. I mean, it was great to see him scoring goals, and actually, but I've seen a couple of games, and you send, or you have photos of him in the block, in the jail cell, every fucking game.
I have almost every picture he's ever been to the penalty box on my Instagram. So anyway, he got kicked out of the ice because there was only 2 minutes left, and I was sitting in the bleachers. The parents were very loud and very obnoxious, and unfortunately, one of the parents was Chris Hovan, who used to play for the Vikings.
Chris Hovan?
Yeah. So I did not want to fight him. Oh, you don't know? You said that he was very popular. And remember when Randy Moss was like really big when he played for the Vikings? Chris Hovan also was really popular. He did all those Pizza Hut commercials. He used to wear the big black eye makeup. Anyway, Chris Hovan sitting next to me.
You know what Jason C said? Jason C. Poor Jason C got kicked out because someone's talking shit about your fireplace.
Bunch of assholes. So anyway, Chris Hovan got a DUI a couple of weeks ago, and I may have talked shit about him on the radio. So now I'm sitting across from him, and then this parent fight breaks out, like an argument. I'm like, I don't want to fight Chris Hovan. So anyway, Joey gets kicked out, and I stay in my seat. Like, I'm not going to run over there to him and baby him. He doesn't need me. He goes to the locker room. Then I see him come out of the locker room, and I see one of the team mothers, talking to him. And he's 6'5" on skates. Like, he's 6'1" normally, and on the skates, he's taller than me. Right. So I see him, and it looks like they're dancing, and I go, what the fuck are they doing? And then the mother goes like this, like she waves me over. So I get up, and I walk over there, and this is my son who's never cursed, and he looks at me, and he goes, Under Armour wants to talk shit. And I go, what? And he goes, Under Armour wants to talk some shit, talking to my fucking face. And I look around, and there's this guy wearing an Under Armour shirt, and I go, what happened? And he goes, I was coming off the ice, and he called me a jackass. And I go, so what? And I go, let it go. And he goes, no. He goes, I'm going to fucking kill him. And I was like, Joey, I mean, this is a kid who's never cursed, went to, I'm going to fucking kill him. And then I was like, Joey, relax. And he goes, no. And he goes, I'm going to beat the fuck out of this guy. And I put my arm around him, and I go, Joey, I actually said these words. I looked into his face, and I said, Joey, I'm your father, and I'm telling you to stop. And he pushed me away and said, no, I'm going to fucking kill this guy. And I went, wow. I looked at my wife, and I go, I don't know that I can stop this. I don't know what's happening here. And then the guy was with another guy who was smart enough to go, we should go inside. And he grabbed that guy, and they went inside. And then thankfully, Joey's coach walked by and goes, Joey, locker room. And Joey just walked into the locker room. I was like, oh, well, evidently that's how you do it. And the coach came out. He goes, was it a parent? I go, I don't know. It was some adult. And he goes, fuck him. He goes, don't worry about it. I was like, all right, cool. But when Max gets to the age where you realize if he wants to be physical with you and you can't stop him, That's a
Yeah.
weird feeling. You've been
You
beating
mean
the
next
shit out of
year?
right. That's what I'm saying. You've been beating the shit out of him his whole life and giving him noogies and pushing him down and tickling him. And now when you can't physically hold him back, it's a different world.
But can I be honest with you? If Mike Calta snapped and grabbed Joey by the neck and put him against the wall and go, listen, you
Yeah.
little fuck, I'll fucking bury you right now. I'm your father, you could have done that.
Right. I just don't want to do that to my son. I don't want to ever get in that position. Do you remember Mush? You remember Brian, the Killer Bees, Brian Blair?
Yes.
So he lives here, and he was like a Tampa City councilman for a while. He's a nice guy, and his kid was fucked up one night on drugs or drinking, and came home and started causing a problem. And Brian went out there, and they got an altercation, and Brian had to put him in a fucking sleeper hold and hold him until the cops came because he didn't want to hurt his kid. You know what I mean? I don't want to ever get in that position.
That's the first match he's won in a while.
That was what?
That was the first match he won in a while.
Without a partner, for sure. His first singles match.
Did he switch masks with his partner?
Yeah, he kept trying to tag out, and nobody would tag in with him.
This is what sucks about being a parent is that yesterday we had such an amazing day. He had the day off from school. We shoveled. We made all kinds of shit. I came out after the show last night, and Dawn and him were making a big igloo in the back. I mean, big enough for me and him to go in and Dawn. We made this thing. We made a sled ramp down the back. We went in. We were all rosy faced. Dawn had made all kinds of shit for us. We had dinner. We watched TV. We watched a movie. And then Max was like, I'm sleeping in your bed. We were like, no, you're not. And he ran in our room and just tucked himself in. And we all got on the bed and we were like, lying there. And
so no booty licking?
No booty licking last night. And plus I didn't shower and I shoveled. You don't want to do that. No. And then all of a sudden we're lying there in the dark and Max starts giggling. I'm like, Max, you got to stop. We're going to go to bed. He starts giggling. I start giggling because when he giggles, I giggle because I can't. And then all of a sudden she's like, guys, stop. Enough, guys. She's yelling at both of us. And then she starts giggling. Now we're all fucking cracking the fuck up in bed, just laughing for no reason because we're not supposed to be laughing. And then and it was a great night, great day. And then, this morning, I come in after I had a writing session. I come in and she looks like she's about to murder him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, he's like, fuck it. He just shuts down. He shuts down, this kid. And then I made it competitive and then he whipped through his math and then he was being a cunt again. Yeah.
If you make anything a competition to kids, or if you tell them, like with my daughter, if I go, you can't do that. You can't finish this homework in 10 minutes. Then they have to do it.
Yeah. My wife is just like, Max, you have to do it. Max, I walk in and go, I'll beat you in math. I'll kick your ass. And he's like, ooh, you said Ash. And and then he wails through it. He's done.
Yeah.
Ugh. And it sucks because I so wanted to go in the igloo tonight.
The igloo.
I have a fucking igloo in my backyard.
That must be awesome.
It is great. It's still snowing here. It's a nightmare. And that company that was supposed to, these fucking goddamn Greenworks, they sent me that thing. It failed. I hit them up literally put the video up on Instagram. Hey, I got my new Greenworks battery operated snowblower. It works great. I'm so glad it was just me with a shovel. And I sent it to them. They sent me a care package the next day. And they sent me they sent me hats and fucking pens and all kinds of horse shit. And they were supposed to send me the thing. It was supposed to come yesterday. And that was supposed to come today. So after the biggest snowstorm in the last 7 years, it's coming tomorrow or Thursday.
That's the thing. I mean, I would imagine everything's all fucking backed up because they can't fly anything into New York.
Yep.
Hey, as tough as my son is, if he hits that garage door with the basketball one more time, I'm going to fucking kill him right on this podcast.
Why is he playing b-ball?
He's playing basketball, and every once in a while, the ball hits the garage door, and it sounds like the whole house is falling down and scares the shit out of me.
But you can't hit him. You're not. What do you mean? You can't hit him for playing basketball?
I could hit him for throwing the ball against the garage door.
I'm sure he's not throwing the ball against the garage door. I'm sure he is.
What are you, his fucking attorney? I'll handle it.
Listen, get mad at fucking Under Armour. Don't get mad at me, you puss. I mean, what the fuck? I'm your friend.
You're freezing in a shed, and I'm literally sweating in here in this room. It is. Here's the problem. I have this room as an addition, so I had them pipe the AC in here, but I
Right.
can't figure out which AC unit controls this room. So whatever it is 90 degrees in the house, and it's 190 degrees in this room. It's fucking killing me. This morning I was sitting in here falling asleep during the show because I can't stay awake because it's so hot. You think I'd
So
be
you
skinnier?
don't. So you don't have another button you can push?
I don't know which one's controlling this. They were like, I called the AC company. I'm like, I need to know which one controls that room. And the guy left me a message. He goes, Mr. Mike, we figured it out. It's the one in your daughter's room. I go, great. She's never in there. I'm just going to shut it off. So I shut it off. This morning I came in, it's blowing in here like a southern tropical wind. And I'm like, oh, so I had to close the vents. And then I went in there. I raised all the heat up, but yet it's still blowing so strong in here. It's,
What you mean you can't call these people and have them come fix it?
it's not broken. I just can't identify which one's controlling it.
Well, why don't you just go in one of your 17 rooms and push buttons?
I did. I jacked it all up. This is why I can't call them. So I got thermostats that are controlled by Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah.
So I follow along on the directions on how to set up the Wi-Fi. I'm following along just fine. I'm pretty tech savvy when it comes to that stuff. And then it gets to a page where it just freezes every time. Like it's like hit enter, and I hit enter and nothing happened. So I'm like, well, I'm stuck here. So when the guy came over, I told him, I said, hey, I know how to do this, but it's getting stuck. And he's like, oh, okay. He's like, we'll do it. I'm like, okay, cool. So I go back, and like an hour later, he's still standing in my kitchen, and I look at him. He's on the phone. I go, what are you doing? He goes, I'm on hold with the company. I go, why? And he goes, because it keeps getting stuck. I go, I know. I fucking told you that. And he's like, well, I got to call him. I go, well, I could call him. I don't need you to spend another 2 hours in my fucking kitchen. I'll call him. If somebody's going to call him, I'd rather me do it than you, Manuel.
Why would you? Dude, if I had somebody, if they offered a service that would make phone calls for you and just transfer you over when the people get through, I would do that in 5 seconds.
You'd think that, but when you've had people in your house all day and you just want to fucking be alone, you're like, just go.
Yeah, but being alone in your house is as easy as fucking walking 20 yards in any direction.
Dude, people are going to be so
You're acting like you
disappointed.
live in a 2-bedroom fucking apartment in Astor Place.
You're acting like I live in Michael Jackson's sprawling estate where he had the monkeys.
Neverland.
I couldn't get it out. I couldn't remember the name of it.
Listen, dude, the fact that I can't even take it. You're hilarious. You're fucking hilarious.
I don't want to tell you, I'll text you, but if you knew what I was doing tonight, it would blow your mind.
Well, just text it to me right now and look at my face.
No, because you're gonna say, you're gonna go, nah, you're fucking lying. And
I will not. Text it to my face. First of all, I'm not coming this weekend.
Listen to me. What are you smiling about? What do you know already?
Is that Joey?
Yeah.
Let me talk to Joey.
Come over here. Fucking animal.
Joey,
Yes.
does he make you wear a mask in the house?
No, I just got home.
From where? The hospital?
Yeah, no, Target.
Do you have good masks, or does he make you wear shit masks like the gas station mask?
That's a hospital mask.
This one.
That's garbage. That's a fucking gas station mask.
It is not. I bought it from a medical supply company. It's the one they wear when they do surgery in hospitals.
Hello, Siri, make a note to buy Joey some Under Armour cool masks that he can have. Not to bring up Under Armour.
Real quick.
Yes.
I took it upon myself to get Joey's hockey logo, his number, and his name, and I had a half a dozen masks made up with his hockey logo on them and his name so that he could wear them to his games. He doesn't wear them.
I did wear them.
Shot your face.
I did.
Joey, come here.
Take the mask off, weirdo.
Joey.
Like a surgeon.
Yeah.
Joey.
Camera view.
Yeah.
Joey. Okay, listen. This guy at the hockey rink, why were you going to fight him?
Oh, because he was talking smack when I got kicked out.
What kind of smack did he talk?
He's calling me names.
What did he call you?
Why are you trying to get that out of me?
You can tell him.
Listen, I know you're Italian blood. Anytime somebody asks you more than 3 questions, you immediately shut down like a mafia person. I know it's just in you. I'm just asking.
It's okay.
I want to know. Yeah, the Don says it's okay to tell us. I'm not the FBI, Joe. Oh my God. I that just scared the shit out of me, by the way.
I don't think I've
What
ever
the-
seen you without a hat.
Joey, why did you are you is that cake batter? What are you what are you doing to your hair?
I just got out of the shower.
Well, why didn't you shave
Shave what? Here, I did.
your
I
face?
Didn't?
Why would I? Because I have a little thing going. Am I looking? I'm just chilling in a lounge. Look at this. This is how radio should be. Chilling in a
Yeah,
lounge.
if you're fucking retired.
calling in to tell one of the guest hosts your PayPal, because you might not have my PayPal. So I wanted to give that to Bobby. And see how
I'm all right, first of all, Joey, I'm sorry. Hang on one second. I got to deal with you in a second, boss.
We can talk
This
about this
bullshit.
another day.
Joey, listen. When your father says you got to chill out, you can't just say fuck off and push him away.
I didn't say that.
He didn't say fuck off to me. He said he was going to beat the fuck out of that guy.
I didn't say that either.
Yes,
Can
you
I
did.
say? Can I tell you why, Joey? Listen, Joey, you can't start a fight with a grown man when your dad's there,
It was not a
because
grown-
if there's another kid, that means your dad's gonna jump in. He might not have what it takes to back you up. You understand what I'm
No.
saying?
Why are you trying to get every parent beat up now?
he was like 18, and yeah, he just.
How old are you?
I'm 14. I would still fight him. I don't care.
good
That's
for
pretty
know
you.
you
cool.
don't.
Would you fight
I
Rich?
love you.
Sure, if it was necessary.
Would you fight Rich at the punch out?
Yeah.
Who, me?
Yeah. You're rich.
Oh, okay. No, because I don't want to get beat up by a 14-year-old.
That's my worst nightmare. That's my worst nightmare, to be in the mall. Some wise ass kid says something. I go, I'll smack the fuck out of all of you. And then they just beat the shit out of me. I'm like,
Yeah,
I beat
Cat
up by a
Williams already did that.
sophomore. What's that?
Yeah,
Cat Williams already did that.
I know. Did you see that video?
No, you got beat up by a
Al
kid.
Williams went into the projects, tried to pull one of those, just going back to the hood moments.
Yeah.
They just gonna be like, "Oh my god!" But these young kids didn't give a fuck who he was, and he tried to fuck around with this young kid, and this kid just put him in a headlock and choked him out.
Wasn't that the basketball court or something?
No, I think it was just in the projects. I don't know.
Get dressed.
Hey, listen, Voss.
I'm just fucking with you. Don't start an argument. You know
I'm not.
those red cartridges that you send me, that might work. That just might be the new one. Because it was 15 years ago I used that lighter. So that might be, get one, and if it screws in and it's red, that's the right one.
What am I missing?
You're-
Voss
You're
is-
missing it because Voss just brings shit up and he has no context. Nobody has context. He's like an old man that just starts talking on a fucking rocking chair on the porch.
Let me see if I can
Nobody
figure it
knows
out.
what you're talking about.
Can I see if I can figure it out?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Voss was half joking about getting paid for being at your gig the other night. And then somehow there was some barter system where you gave him something, and that was supposed to be like payment.
No, well, here's the thing. We gave each other something. I gave him a DuPont later. But why are you doing that? You asked for it, so I gave it to you. That's nothing
No,
wrong.
we gave each other hand jobs.
Oh. I get it.
Up, here's my mom. Hang on one sec. Here's my mom.
This show is
Ma?
action.
Ma, you're on the podcast. What's up?
Ask her about the butt licking.
What?
We're on the podcast.
You can't see me though, can you?
No, we can't see you. Ma, you're on a phone. How could we see you?
We see your AOL.
Because you do that with Max.
Yeah, but that's okay. Go ahead. What's up, Ma?
Nothing much. I just got upstairs.
You're calling me because you got upstairs?
Yeah, he's a guy
call you.
Who called me?
I don't know. I was just flicking through my phone.
Ma, you called me. The phone rang on my end.
I'm sorry. Go back to what you were doing.
Don't get mad at me. Are you mad at me?
No, I'm not mad at you.
All right.
I love you.
I love you too. Say goodbye to Mike.
Bye, Mike.
Say
Love
goodbye
you.
to Rich.
Bye, Rich.
All right. So remember Rich was on the show? We went in the Wilbur Theater.
I do remember.
Yeah. Which one was he?
Well, I smoked a joint that night, so I remember all the guys, but I don't remember the names.
What did you just say to me?
I said, I didn't say anything.
Did you say you smoked a joint?
Oh, come on.
All right,
I'll
You
see
ever do-
you
you ever
again,
share-
and I don't know if I liked it or
all
not.
right,
You
goodbye.
ever
I
do
love you.
Molly?
Bye.
Ask her if she ever
I
did
love you
Molly.
too.
Goodbye.
I do Molly with your
Will
mom.
you stop treating my mom like one of the girls that goes and sees your fucking band, you asshole? It's my mother. Have a fucking smidge more respect than some fucking chick with a fucking tramp stamp at a fucking Pitbull toddler show.
What?
Cocksucker.
Calta, you have a band?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, they have him in it. He fakes playing bass on stage.
Listen, if you hear all those wrong notes, you know I'm really playing.
Well, I thought you doubled as an upright bass, but there's a lot of radio hosts that have bands. There's some
Like who?
in Seattle. It used to be on the Rivers in the morning. They had a pretty good band, and there's a couple of you guys. You just can't get enough attention on the radio that you got to come, into some club. What's the name of your band? Midlife.
First of all, my band's 11 years old, so it happened before my midlife crisis. Thank you.
Oh, it's 11 years old.
Yeah.
What garage are you playing at this week?
Listen, you can go to the Pitbull Toddler Instagram and cry over the size of our crowds. And you're gonna be like, what the fuck is she doing over there?
Really?
The band was legit.
What are you, a cover band or are you?
No, we're a cover band. That's it. Nobody wants to hear original shit.
And nobody wants to hear FM Dreams are coming true tonight. FM Dreams.
Nobody wants to hear Bob Rivers belting out parody songs to a fucking crowd of 30 people in a bar.
I'm glad the Rolling Stones didn't say nobody wants to hear originals, but you could throw one or two in every now and then.
We did that, and then we realized that's when everybody goes to get a drink, and we're like, "Fuck that, let's just play."
And who's your
go get a drink at another bar?
You play like Springsteen and stuff, or
no? Well, because we're here, nobody cares about Springsteen, but we do. I love Springsteen, but nobody here does. We do 2 hours straight through, no breaks, 10 to midnight, in and out, done.
wow, wasn't there a TV show 10 to midnight or a movie?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Hey, give me an idea of how much you think we get paid to play a bar for 2 hours with, I would say, like 300-400 people.
How many people in your band?
There's 5 of us. There's a guitar player, a singer, a bass player, a drummer.
You get $2,000 a night.
On the low end, on the smaller gigs, we're sponsored by Budweiser, so we already got that kicking in.
Wow.
And then the band, I got to be honest with you, Rich. It started out like, hey, we should have our own band so that we don't have to hire a band. And then it turned into, we should learn a couple more songs. Then it turned into, we don't have enough weekends to fucking schedule this shit. My wife actually had to sit me down and go, you have to decide what you want to do, radio or be in the band, because you're never here. It was ridiculous. But also, she bought a new car that year. We had a 42-foot tour bus.
Yeah, but it's gone.
I sold it. Well, we haven't played in over a year now with COVID.
So what are you going to do when it comes back? You going to get another bus?
I don't know if we're going to bring it back in that capacity anymore. I'd rather just rent something every time we play.
Wait, you went outside of Florida and played outside the Florida area?
No, we just played within our listening market, but that's like 6 counties. So like we'd play in Orlando, we played in Fort Myers, we play in Naples. Like we go like to the far distances of our signal.
Oh wow!
I played with them once, Rich.
Yeah.
Wow. What did you play? Drums, Bobby?
Yeah.
That seems pretty cool.
Hey, can we get back to the fucking your little?
What?
This is what Rich said to me. He goes, "Hey, buddy, I'll come. I got the thing." He goes, "I'll come down and do a spot. I'll host. I'll do a guest spot. I got nothing." I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's do it. I'd love for you to come down." So I call him up. Yeah, I'm coming. And then I said, we should go out at the end. Let's go out. You'll come back out at the end. We'll do some Q&A and just fuck off. And which we do, which Vos is one of those guys. I got to give it to him. And he doesn't just do it with me. He does it with other comics. If he's not gigging, he'll show up at a club and just jump on. And, when I'm at like clubs, he'll come in and he'll come up at the end and we'll fuck around on stage. And it's, always fun and hilarious. And so that's what we did on Saturday night. We had this great time. The owner of the fucking... Because let's be honest, it was fine. It was good, but it was okay. The people were too far apart. Okay, there was around 8 feet between couples. They didn't let four people sit together. Really, they put people way in the back. They had people up in the balconies. They should have just put everybody on the floor. They didn't mic the crowd, so the people watching couldn't hear them laughing. They heard these distant laughs, which always sucks. And it wasn't the best.
That's not fair because you're hearing distant laughs, but that's not the way it should be.
It wasn't the best. And it's not, I like a crowd when they're all together, jammed in like side splitters or, when even a theater, they're just jammed in. This was, and on top of that, I haven't performed in a while.
Can I say something real quick?
Can I finish my rant before you get in there?
Before I forget what you said about just that part, and then you go back, just so I could throw my 2 cents. Because Bobby's a perfectionist kind of when it comes to pretty much a lot of things. But when it comes to COVID and where we're at right now, I think it was as good could be. The problem, I think, was it's quite cold in the theater. Well,
they didn't have heat on. They didn't mic the crowd. They had them seated too far apart. Yeah. First of all, I had the camera guy. They had these 3 cameras and 1 camera on the floor on a tripod, and I was like, well, I know me and Rich both talk to the crowd.
Yeah,
just can that person just turn the camera once? No.
Oh, he didn't.
Can't get the crowd. I go, listen. We need the guy, that camera. Just, it doesn't have to be every time, but no, we can't do that. We can't. I go, why? And you'd be very proud of me, Calta. I went, what is your thinking behind that? And they tried to explain it to me, and they just caught themselves in, there was nothing behind it. I said, listen, I'm not a band. I'm a comic. Part of the comic thing is that I talk to somebody. If the people at home don't see what I'm talking about, they're not going to be able to put it together. I need you to be part of the show and work with me. So when I say boom, you go boom, and we can see at least what's happening. Not every time, but so they finally like, oh, we can make an announcement at the beginning. And I was like, that works. And they made an announcement. As simple as that. The theater really worked with me after but it wasn't the best. Yeah.
They didn't want to show the audience because of being on TV. Is that the reason? Or
they just didn't want people, because if they show the audience and people see that, these crazy far left people will see you're having crowds at the theater and they'll attack them. Yeah.
Gives a shit.
Yeah, but it was all in, I go, look, are you breaking the law? They're like, no. So I go, you don't worry about it. So they worked with us. Okay. But here's the deal. So I says to Vos, boom, we come out at the end and we'll do it. It's going to be fun. By far, the funnest part of the night for me was when Vos came out at the end. And I thought we were going to do Q&A, but this poor guy comes out who owns the theater, by the way. He owns the theater. He's doing us a solid. He's literally coming on stage. They got a computer, and he comes up on stage, and I looked at Vos, and Vos, he started. There's a thing that Vos does. He's listening, but he's going up and down your body like Terminator, and it's just he's looking as yeah, and he's sizing this fucker up, and I see it happening. And as soon as the guy said one thing, he just lays into his shoes.
I'm at dinner and my brother texts me and I go, how's it going? And he goes, pretty good. Vos is tearing the guy who owns the theater apart.
But then I can't help it. So now we're like hyenas on a fucking wounded gazelle. Now we start pushing and pushing, and then he takes his shoe off. He has no socks, Vos. And Vos is like, what the? You got no heat? You got no socks? And then he takes his shoes off. He's got a dead toenail. We both go,
Bobby goes, just what you want, a theater owner who can't afford socks. Oh, it was great.
Wait, you were watching it. And the thing is too, like, he was so disheveled, and then his wife, I think, we couldn't figure out who had the money, him or the wife.
All right.
That was running this thing, you know what I mean? Because there was no heat on. I go, I said to him, I go, your pipes are going to burst. You got to turn heat on.
He goes like this. Vos goes, the guy goes, yeah, well, my check might not clear. And Vos goes, I ain't getting paid for this. And I was like, I don't think I am either. Judging by the guy who's supposed to pay me has dirty pants and
And all
So,
the employees, after they're so happy when you're like the employees can't do it, and they're in a place where he can't see them laughing.
Right.
his wife was laughing the most, by the way, in the back.
Oh, she was.
Oh yeah, that's what Emilio said. She was cracking up as we were smashing him, and then he actually got mad a couple times, a little bit. You know what I mean? Because he tried to hit me one time, and his fucking brain fell apart, literally, like live. He just went, "Yeah, well, that's because you were." Yeah, sorry. And we were like, I was like, "Oh my god, we broke him. We broke him."
I don't know.
Do you know how much that hurt him? Hey, he laid in bed that night, the whole night, going, "Why did I open my mouth? I should have just shut the fuck up."
I don't know what I said, but Bobby spit water out in the beginning. I don't know what. And in between that, when we're doing that kind of stuff, and this was with all of us in life who, Patrice, Keith, Norton, all of us, if we're smashing somebody, but as we're smashing in between, Bobby and I would fucking attack each other too. Like, don't, like I dropped coffee or something. He's trashed my little hands. And, so it was like two sharks from opposite gangs that said, okay, let's get them. And then we'll fight too.
Dude, it was so funny. And he was definitely getting mad. He was getting.
Oh, you could see it. You could see it in his face. He was not enjoying it.
Yeah, he was not. But look, man. It's so fucking unbelievable. Anyways, so then at the end, I go, listen, Vos, I want to throw you on the way home. I want to take Vos to dinner after, but he's like, I'm leaving.
Well, no, first of all, everything was closed because it was after 10, and I had sushi. Yeah, that's what he told me.
No, dude, there was restaurants. We would have to drive like 20 minutes.
Well, either way, I had great sushi there. I don't know where they ordered it. Well, obviously Japanese.
Who ate my my one rib and not my rib, my coleslaw.
What coleslaw? I took some coleslaw home.
That's my coleslaw.
No, there was two coleslaws.
Yeah, both of them. They were little ones. They were both mine. I ordered two coleslaw.
Yeah, I threw them on. I took it home, and when I made a sandwich, I put coleslaw on it. It's so good to put coleslaw on a sandwich. Coleslaw and mustard. It's so good.
You can't take people's food, Vos.
Oh, you guys said have whatever you want. That was up there, and I don't eat chicken or ribs. I didn't eat that.
Anyways, so we get off. We're driving home. I call Vos immediately. I said, "Look, dude, I want to send you like some money, like $150, $200 or something like that." He goes, "Yeah, that's awesome. You don't have to send me anything. 200."
Listen, I don't care either way, but here's the only thing too.
But I literally said, when you called me and said, I'm going to stop by, I go, you're not getting anything.
No. Okay, but let me.
I did say that. Did I say that?
Can I explain something?
Did I say that? Can
Yes,
you just answer my question? I literally, Mike, I went, you're not getting a nickel.
Okay.
Be upfront with it. Upfront.
Without arguing, I don't want to. Okay, this was a week earlier. I said to Bobby, or no, even like 2 weeks earlier, I said to Bobby, yeah, I'll come up, I'll do a spot. And that was like 2 weeks earlier. Bobby goes, you're not getting anything, right? I go, yeah, it's all right. He said that. He goes, you're not. I go, yeah, no problem.
But because you actually said to me, I'll stop by and do a set.
I said that. And you go, you're not getting. And that was like 2 weeks before the gig. Then, like a week later, something. I wasn't going to do it. I thought he had somebody. But then he called me the day before, said, "Are you going to do it?" I said, "Yeah, no problem. No problem. I'll come up." The only thing that, and it didn't even really bother me. It didn't bother me at all. Because, listen, and I would do him a favor, or any of my friends come up and do a spot. I wasn't working. The only thing I could have been upset about, but I wasn't, was I was.
Sounds like you're upset.
No.
Sounds like you. It sounds like. I listen.
No,
okay,
listen.
It sounds like it's under your craw a little.
No, it's not under at all. It's not at all.
Okay.
Is that I was on the pay-per-view or whatever, and I wasn't told that until I got there. Before, like 10 minutes before I'm going on, They go, you'll also be on the pay-per-view, and no one told me that. And I'm not going to say, well, I'm not doing this. I'm here.
But what did you think? But what did you think they were gonna?
I thought I was just going to warm them up for you, then announce you, and then you'll come out, and then they would start the pay-per-view.
So they start the pay-per-view, but the pay-per-view starts at 8. We can't, like, I don't know. We start a couple minutes late, and then you go. But it's.
Well,
I didn't. I would assume that you would know that you're on the pay-per-view. But here's the thing: it's not. It's gone tomorrow.
175. What's that?
No, I'm already fucking paying you. It doesn't matter. I just know if you think for a minute, and I will PayPal you when I get paid. I will.
I don't care. I don't want you. I've driven down to Uncle Vinny's to hang out and do time.
Oh. Yeah, no, and I did offer you money down there too,
and I said no to it. Did I say no to it? And you offered it.
I don't think it was enough.
I didn't look at it. He went to slip me something like he was a gangster, or I was seating him in a good seat. He tried to slip me, like folded, like I'm taking him to the front table. Go fuck yourself. I'm not your maitre d'.
Write you a fucking check? I had money. I didn't. You know what I mean?
Like I'm the maitre d'. Here, why don't you take something? And go buy the family some coleslaw or something.
Get a little something for yourself.
Yeah, but no, I didn't want anything, and I didn't expect anything Saturday. But then he called and said, "Hey, listen, you can't call and dangle. I'm going to send you either 150 or 2, and then all of a sudden make me look
you
like."
Said 2.
Huh?
You said 2.
Did you say one? You said 150 or 2?
I said 150 or 2, and you said you don't have to give me anything. 2.
Yeah, well, yeah. Either way, if you don't have to, but if you're good, if you're good, I don't want odd numbers.
You want me to pay for half of Rich's talent fee?
No, I don't care. What am I going to do?
No. I know. I got it. I was. I just hope. And here's the thing: he has a Zoom show coming up that I am going to help promote.
For how much?
And get as many. I want to get as many people in on his show so he can he can sell it the fuck out. And I want to pop in on that just to have some fun and after he does his stuff and pop in at the end.
Do it for coleslaw.
Well, you gotta say Vos is a. Listen, Vos is a food.
You're saying that because you knew I was taking the coleslaw. I said I'm taking the coleslaw. I think you knew that. You didn't hear me?
Boss, I came down. I went, where's my coleslaw? You went, this sushi's good. And you were stuffing your face with sushi. Dad, you didn't even offer me any, by the way.
No, I was. Oh, you're right. Yeah. You were eating chicken and ribs.
I came down to have some coleslaw, and somebody ate one of my ribs, which is weird.
That's crazy.
And dude, you're a food thief. You steal food from buffets.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, when we did Creeps with Kids, I would always eat. I had to go on last, so I would eat after. So I'd come off, and Deb would put these amazing spreads together for us. And she would go to Whole Foods and just all healthy, great food. So I came off after. There was salmon and all kinds of. I came off, and I'm like, where's the chicken? There was like a whole chicken. Where's the whole chicken? It's in his bag. He took it. He goes, and then there was salmon, and he took the salmon.
That was two different. That was 2 different gigs.
Okay, but you're taking
You're
the
a
food.
known food thief.
Well, it's going to go to waste.
No, it wasn't. I was going to eat some of it.
You don't eat lots. That's Jew food. That's my food. You don't eat that.
When we play on stage, I lean down, like the third song to the end, I lean down to the guitar tech and I go, hey, can you get some food and put it on the bus when we're over? And he'll be like, sure. And then we get on the bus, the food's there, and he's standing next to it like this. So nobody goes near it. If I go on there and somebody ate my fucking coleslaw, people are going to die.
Wait,
dude.
Bobby,
I literally had to have him take a chicken out of a bag that he was taking. He was driving, but here's the kicker. It was an hour from his house. I mean,
but it's pre-cooked already. I don't have to, that's when I ate meat. I don't eat meat. But here's the thing. Bobby's never had this. We had
a dignity.
I can't even say it without spitting. It's like a tongue twister. But when we had that chicken liver, remember that?
Yes, that was good.
How
that was Ronnie catered that one for us.
Yeah.
Ronnie every once in a while would hook us up, but that day he hooked us up with this amazing deli, this delicatessen. That was so good. You were in your fucking Jew heaven that night. Oh my God, I've never seen him. He was just an old school Jew. I was reading out of the Torah, fucking bouncing.
Oh man, that was so much fun. God, we had the best food. Bobby and I, even Florentina Bennington too, but a lot of Bobby and I we would make a lot of videos because, it was so much fun. And I mean, the money, it was just great money. And to do those theaters, and now to be in a cold theater with an owner with no socks, and there's the
50
fucking
people.
The spread is 2 ribs, a chicken breast, and one thing of macaroni salad.
And if you want the coleslaw, you got to fight for it.
It's like living the life, and then all of a sudden moving to Turkey or something.
This is like what it's like in Walking Dead. At the end, this is like what the world is like in Walking Dead times. So you got to fight for every morsel.
And then you gotta look up and see Chris DiStefano and Nate Bargatze have 70,000 gigs booked already. And me and you are fighting over fucking coleslaw and chicken scraps.
That's why when I go to Instagram, if I see their calendar or something, they put their tour dates, I fly right through it. Because if I stop and look at it, I'll fucking be furious. I can't look at tour dates. Even if it's Bobby's, I can't look at tour dates. I can't. I can't have more tour dates.
Calta's actually going to go do something in a couple minutes. He's going to do the what is it?
I text you. I'm not talking about it.
Oh yeah, he's going to go. He's going to meet his lover in a mangrove bush. He's fucking a ex golfing pro. He's fucking yep. And he divorced his wife, and him and Calta used to be a caddy back in the day, and I guess they used to fool around back then. And now he came out of the closet, divorced his wife, but Calta's married now and has all this stuff. So they just meet in mangrove bushes on the way to St. Pete.
It's John Daly.
Wait, are you meeting John Daly tonight?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. What they do is they lie down in the sand naked, tummy to tummy, tip to tip, like turtles. And they just, they slowly kiss each other on the lips and they jerk each other off. They just grab the, like that.
Calta has to come out of a walk-in closet, but.
Joe.
When they say golf pro, was that like, the course pro or somebody on the pro tour?
None of this is true. I can't even play along with the joke.
What do you mean? I'm getting all excited for nothing. What, you can't say that about a golf pro and it's not happening.
Why do you think he said it? He tried to get you all fired up.
Oh, instigator.
All right. Well, there you go.
It's ending this.
I want you to see my band so you can tell me that we're better than Bob Rivers.
All right, let's see this. Play that shit.
I don't know what it sounds like.
Just play it.
That's just cool.
It's shot from the audience, so hold on.
See, they keep Mike way in the back.
Oh wait,
no, on the left.
So I heard that someone in the audience yell, "That's my uncle."
There's Mike right there. There's Mike right there.
Doing the Who, Barbara O'Reilly.
They're actually really great, man. I've seen them a couple times live. They're fucking awesome. Galvin's on the drums. Pete's on the guitar. Who's the bass player again? What's his name?
Mike Calta.
No, oh, sorry.
I play bass and John Brennan plays guitar.
Does your lead singer play an instrument?
And John Brennan plays guitar, and the lead singer is fucking great too.
My lead singer is the best guitarist in the band. He doesn't play guitar in the band. He's unbelievable.
So funny, right?
Doing some Who. I saw them 4th row at the Spectrum when they came out, when they played Quadrophenia. 4th row.
I was 6.
That's when Keith Moon was with them then. You were 60? You weren't 6 when they came out.
What year was that?
Probably, it could have been like either 75, 76, 77 when I saw them.
Yeah, so I was 4.
No.
Yeah.
You don't have that disease that makes you look older than you are, do you?
Yes, I have Benjamin Button disease.
No. How you? I thought you grew up listening to that music.
I do. I love it. Quadrophenia came out in 73. I was 2. I was born in 71.
Wow. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was probably I saw him in 75 probably. And I was I think 17 or something.
Dude, but you got to see Keith Moon. That's fucking great.
They didn't smash a lot of equipment, but they smashed some of it. Like they were out of that whole era where they were fucking just wrecking everything. But I think Keith Moon kicked over a couple drums and they might have smashed a guitar or something,
When I first got to this radio station that I work at now, it was a classic rock station, and the Who played at the amphitheater in Tampa, and it was just like probably like 12 years ago, 13 years ago, and there were 3 songs into it, and they stopped because Roger Daltrey had a problem with his throat, and I get a message. It's like, you got to come backstage right now. And I went backstage, and the amphitheater manager was like, I need you to go on stage and make an announcement that they're going to cancel the show, but they're rescheduled. They already got a date out. So I'm like, I'm not going out there. I'm not going to be the one to fucking deliver the bad news to 20,000 people who've been sitting here for fucking 4 hours. So this is no bullshit. Pete Townsend comes over and he goes, here's what we're going to do, fellas. And he puts his arm around me and he gets like in a huddle. And he's like, we've already set the rescheduled date. It's going to be for September 3rd. We'll be back here. If somebody would be kind enough to let the audience know, I'll go out there with them. And I'm in this huddle and I'm like, Pete Townsend's totally got his fucking arm around. Like, it was the most weirdest real moment ever. And I have an autograph poster from that night. It's the only show that they ever quit after they started the show in the entire time that they played.
Now, I'm sorry, it wasn't a golf pro. I'll admit it now that he just said that. He's going to meet Pete Townsend.
I take a shot at Pete Townsend.
Suck him off underneath the bridge.
Too old for Pete Townsend.
That's right. All right, I do have to go though, and you guys are the best. Feel free to carry on. Vos can stay as long as he wants. You're just going to have to pay him by the hour.
Oh, wow. Wait.
He's got to go. He can't say.
Okay, what were you going to say?
Nothing. There's nothing I wouldn't do for you guys for this show. Are you kidding
coleslaw.
me? What's that?
For coleslaw and tips.
I got a big forehead.
No, here, you want to feel better?
Oh boy, we both do. Look at that.
No, I have a big forehead. You have a normal sized forehead.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's one compliment I'll give you to you. I gotta tell you, I also like Rich with the beard. Is kind of manly.
Hey, are both of your arms sleeved or just one?
Just this one. This one's got stuff on it, but it's not sleeved.
Do you have anything on your chest or anything like that?
Why are you having fucking elevator talk with Calta when he said he literally wrapped it up? He perfect. And you go, do you have tattoos? What are you doing? Let
you got
him
him
go.
all fired up thinking about me fucking old dudes in the mangroves. Now he wants to see what it looks like.
Yeah, I miss him. I see you all the time, but I don't get to see my Calta.
You don't see me all the time. I fucking saw you twice in a year.
Well, we talk a lot. We have pillow talk at night.
You saw him twice in a year, and one time cost you $200.
Yes.
No.
Oh, there he goes. Calta in the morning, everybody. What is that? Are you holding a flower?
It's fake. This is my wife's sewing area. I'm sitting in her sewing area by my gym. I got to work out. Went outside, and I was walking to the store. And then some guy was plowing.
What do you mean? What do you mean walking to the store?
Because I couldn't get my car out of the driveway. It was too much. It was like, when the plow comes and does the street.
Yeah.
It pushed right in front of my driveway. It was, just forget it. There's no way you're getting out. And then when I was walking to the store, I saw a guy plowing the nursing home. I said, hey, listen, I'll give you $100 if you real quick do my driveway. It's around the corner. And he came over and did my driveway. And then my daughter and I went out and built a fort,
my question is this.
What's that?
What were you walking to the store for? Milk or something? Food?
Lottery tickets. My lottery.
Vos, what is wrong with you?
I'm bored. I got to have some action. I got to have something going.
Just get the app.
I wanted to take a walk.
How far was the store?
It's probably a mile. Probably 6
You walked a mile in this shit to get you're a fucking addict.
Not scratch offs, numbers. The numbers.
That doesn't matter what it is.
I don't do scratch offs till Friday.
Oh my God, you're fucking terrible.
Thank you.
Hey, how did they do the driveway? Did he just put the snow up to where your cars are?
No, he pushed it and turned the plow. to the
Yeah.
side. And then he backed in first and pushed out 3/4 of it. Then he came to where my car is and put the plow down as close to the car and reversed the stuff and pulled it back, and got as much out. Now I have a big fucking driveway. I mean, it's long and wide. It's a big driveway. So, and my little snow blower is good up to like 3 or 4 inches. I got to go buy one of those real ones. It's just that last year we got no snow, none. And now this year, the first snowfall, my little snow blower was okay, but now forget it. I got to get one of those big ones. I just
I got the gas one.
Yeah,
and it's a pain in the ass because you got to store it. You got to have space in the garage.
yeah.
It's a pain in the ass. So I got this electric one, and I got it. It ran 3 feet and just died. So they're sending me a new one. It's supposed to come today, but it didn't come today.
Wait, your electric one, is it battery or a cord?
Well, you can get a hybrid one that's both.
I just got the battery one, and it's probably as powerful as the one with the cord. But
Well, you can tell how powerful it is. There's 40 volts, there's 20 volts, there's 40 volts, there's 80 volts. You just have to find out how many voltages is. And then there's the corded one is good, but the batteries on the things, I know this is boring. Every female in the chat room is literally just fucking slicing their wrists right now. We're talking battery voltage.
My daughter left the room, and she was.
Of course she did. Why wouldn't she? It's boring conversation.
No,
but anyways,
it's snow blowing talk with Bobby and Rich.
Can I just say something about your fucking things?
You can say whatever you like. You see my my last one, the golf one, where I set up all the stuff in my garage, the drop cloths and stuff. My golf.
Yeah, but you never teach anybody anything.
I teach them I teach them how to build it and what to do.
Yeah, but you say golfing with Rich or backyard stuff with Rich or this with Rich, and you never do it.
Well, if I could find the right person, I'll do eating with Rich.
We still have our guest.
What is your technique?
What my technique?
Yeah. Are you a good pussy eater or are you a bad pussy eater?
I'm great because I stink at the other things, so I got to make up for it with that. And
what is your technique?
Well, it doesn't matter how dry it is because I produce enough saliva.
Oh.
where when I'm done, I'm not sure if that big puddle in the bed was from her or me. But one time when I was with my wife doing it, she busted me because I still had gum in my mouth.
Oh, what the fuck? Why?
Her pussy started tasting like nicotine.
Why would you keep gum in your mouth when you're going down on your wife?
I add two flavors in one.
What's your technique, dude?
My technique? I don't know.
Yeah. How do you go? Up and down, little flickies?
Listen.
Do you lick it like a dog or do you lick it like a cat?
You go up top up in the hood.
In the hood.
You get that little,
What the fuck? I think I threw up. What the fuck was that? Are you with kids? What were you tasting? How small is her vagina? What? How do you do it again?
Get that little piece.
What? Like,
I'm like,
why are you doing? Are you making balloon animals? What is this part? What is this?
Get in there. I'm like, you would think I was Kilroy.
So, what are you grabbing? What are you pinching and pulling open?
Nothing. I'm pretending that's the thing. It's like Pretend you're inside a pussy looking
Yeah.
out at me.
Okay, I'm inside. Wait. Okay, wait. Pretend. All right, ready? Hold it up to the camera, right in the middle. All right, ready? This is the most frightening thing. You're lucky your wife's vagina doesn't have a voice, because you'd scream. Oh shit! Oh my god! Fuck.
Did you
What?
see? Did you read the article? I love Michael Che, because
Why?
he will say whatever he doesn't care. And it
What?
wasn't.
What happened?
I don't know. He did some transgender joke or something. Oh, I don't know what it was, and on SNL, and something about them playing transgenders playing sports and instead of drop whatever. I don't even know the joke, but of course, people are coming at him no matter. And I just Michael Che. That's why I like him so much. Just
What did he
doesn't.
say though?
I don't know. Look it up. It's all have Mushy. Look it up real quick. I don't have a computer in front of me. It's easy. It's right there. Just put Michael Che, transgender, and it wasn't. I don't know. I mean, I'm not transgender, so I can't speak for what offends other people. I can't speak. I just know. He's a funny fucking guy. Have you ever worked with him? Seen him work?
I got it right here, Mush. It's so funny. Nobody thinks this isn't funny. Who's Rose Dumu? This isn't funny, and so many people had to let this joke get to air. You're all dumb. You were all dumb.
What's the joke now? I don't remember.
The joke was Biden's policy is don't ask, don't tuck, which is not a bad joke.
He called it "Don't Ask." He's repealing the Trump thing where transgender people can't serve in the military. And he's calling it "Don't Ask, Don't Tuck."
Oh, it was back in the day. It was "Don't ask, don't tell" during the Clinton.
We know the fuck. What's wrong with you? We know that.
Oh, you said during Trump. It had nothing to do with Trump. It was "Don't ask, don't tell" during Clinton.
No, Trump put in a law about that, and he's repealing it, taking it back that they can, and he's calling it "Don't Ask, Don't Tuck," which is a pretty funny joke.
And
the joke is also supposed to be making fun of Biden, like being senile too. So it's not just making fun of trans people. He's kind of making fun of Biden with it. So it's like they're not even seeing the point to the joke. They're just hearing sorry, Mike. What did Che say that was so ballsy after?
He probably didn't say anything, but every couple of months you read something about Che, and he just doesn't care. He's just, he just.
Well, that's a funny joke. I mean, and the people that are getting, I believe the people that are getting offended, who is Rose Dommu, Dommu? She's verified. I don't know. Let me click on her.
Some lady that used to be a man, probably. I don't know.
Is she? I don't know if she is. Editor at Netflix or something. Oh, there you go. Well, there you go. But it's like, all right, well, if you don't think it's funny, she's got there you go. Yep. Opinions are mine. Ugh, whatever. She works at Netflix.
I mean, I've read a million jokes about the Jewish laser beam, and some of them are funny,
Yeah, what is this about the Jewish laser beam? You keep posting about it.
I only posted once. It was is she a congresswoman or from? Now I don't remember. She's just she believes in like I think that conspiracy theories like that shooting in Connecticut with all the kids was staged by left-wing people for gun control.
Yeah.
I forget what town it was. And you know what? You kind of wish it was staged. Of course you do, because you don't want 20 kids, you're going, well, if there is a conspiracy, I hope this is the one,
Right.
But she believes in conspiracies. And, she said there's, a Jewish laser in the sky that started the California forest fires. Don't you think if there was a Jewish laser, they might be going after Syria or Lebanon or something? It would be the same as drones or
Someone just wrote, "Is Voss having a stroke?"
what? Why?
Yeah, I was sitting there listening. You just kind of going, that the fuck's going on?
I'm kind of beaten from building this fort. I'm a little tired. But
What kind of fort? I built a fort too.
I just added one of the big mountains.
My fort, you can go inside.
You can go partially inside. I didn't finish it yet, but I don't.
Mine actually has a hole, so you can put stuff through it too, like water or cups, and you can go inside of it. And
well, sad that both of us went out for our kids to try to do something with the kids, and all of a sudden you are like, my fort is better than your fort. Like, both of them are gonna fucking melt either way.
Listen, doesn't matter. You know what that means? That we're men. That's why we're competitive with even our snow forts for our kids. That means we're men.
Well, guess what? My fort has fucking room service. Okay, you could go into my fort and hit a buzzer, and I'll come out with hot cocoa.
My fort actually has a Jew laser. We're connected to the Jew laser because the temple's right behind my house, and you can burn other people's forts, snow forts. So watch your fucking fort.
There you
How's
go.
that?
My fort is surrounded by transgenders that are dressed in football uniforms.
Hey, is Joe here?
Yes.
You never told me. Did you tell me?
Yes, a couple times. But you were on
Where?
In
Oh,
the chat.
Joe, I'm so sorry. Yeah, well, listen, every week, I apologize. Tell him I'm sorry. Every week, of course, the fans, the ladybugs of this show know that we have the hilarious comedy stylings of Joe Russell come in here, and he does new jokes every Tuesday for the Calta and Kelly audience. And this week is no difference. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for a new 5 with Joe Russell.
Hey guys.
Hey Joe, how you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Joe, aka Sweat Hog Face Russell.
I thought you passed away 2 days ago.
That's a good one. Oh shit. Yeah, nobody likes his Henley too. His stupid shirt. His dumb 3-button t-shirt.
I know. And I can't get on a fucking plane without being frisked hairdo.
Oh, it really does suck.
Okay. You're fucking your complexion of any fucking neighborhood you go in, you fit.
Hey, do you have t-shirts the same color as my terrorist skin?
Okay. You look like an Arab Q-tip.
You really do. Your earth tone fucking shirts bug me.
Oh, God, I want to fuck your face.
There you go. What do you got there? Fucking Saved by the Bell face. His eyebrow hair and his pubic hair connect.
Look at him. Fucking Brooke Shields eyebrows.
He really does. He has Larry's from Three's Company hair.
Oh! I hope your jokes aren't as weak as your collar. Oh,
How's it going, Rich?
not bad. Are you a comic, a stand-up?
Yeah. I'm trying.
Wait, let me ask you a couple of questions.
No, he's just a guy we found at Subway Sub Shop that comes in here every week. Yes.
Can I ask him a couple of questions before he does his,
Sure.
how long have you been doing comedy?
Probably like 7 years.
Right. Well, you're in between new and failure.
Yeah,
But
pretty much.
like, here's the thing with new comics. I got to ask you this. I don't even know who the guy was, and it doesn't even matter. And I'm only bringing it to the attention now. There was some comic on Brennan's show. Of course, there was controversy, and he's a new comic, even maybe an open micer, saying Aaron Berg and I stunk at this show. Like, what is with new comic? Like, I would never, when I started comedy, or even go after a headliner. What's with comics of your era? Because of the computer that gives you, not you, but comics of your era, the balls to do something like that. I mean, I'm sure you know comics that would do something. You know what I'm saying?
I would never do that. I don't know. Maybe it's like this sense of entitlement everyone has now, where they expect.
Yeah.
Yeah, every
Tonight
fucking
show that
young
happened to
comic.
them. Yeah.
Sorry, he asked you, and I'm just talking over you
No,
because
that's fine.
I have no respect for your outfit.
Where do you do stand up in New York?
In the
Here.
the village area.
Here.
Not,
This
not
is
the
where
cellar. Yeah, right now.
This is
Yeah.
where do you think he does it? This is his fucking village lantern right here.
When you're when you what do you call it? Are you most creative when you're dipping pita into baba ganoush, or when
Yeah, scraping lamb off of a fucking spinning wheel.
I have the electric one that makes a grinding noise.
Hey, when you get into a fight, do you just always have an urge to throw a rock at somebody?
well, during the day when you're working, are you on the phone 24 hours? You never turn back and look at the passenger, do you? All right, let's get that 5 minutes. I'm ready.
Yeah,
All right.
come on, let's get there. Do you got to do anything before you lay this down? You got to pray to Allah, do something.
Face to east.
Are you doing your jokes towards the east?
Oh,
All right.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
The guy was trashing you, Voss?
well, he said first he goes because we were on. I went down and did some spots on the comics from Anthony's network, right?
Right.
I 2 shows. It was in Atlantic City. I fucking crushed. Right, and then I just see Kevin Brennan. Kevin brings out the worst in people. That's what's good about Kevin.
Yeah.
This comic, he's wearing a mask, like a ski mask, so he wouldn't show his face. He's going,
Yeah.
Aaron Berg stinks. He sits down. Voss stinks. And Kevin Brennan did stick up for us, and you're out of your fucking mind.
The guy had a ski mask on?
Yeah. So I don't.
Why?
I guess he didn't want to show his face.
Was it Gino? It had to be Gino.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't because he was
Does anybody in the chat know who it was?
on Brennan. It was on Brennan's podcast. I didn't watch the whole thing. I just saw.
Somebody actually has the clip right here. Crumb Bum has the clip. Can you get that clip from him? Email it to what's his name? Post in chat. Wow, that's crazy, man. They would trap. What are they saying about you?
I think he said well, show the clip after this guy does this fucking
Yeah, Mush, get that clip ready to go, and let's get Joe in the big screen, and let's do a new 5 with Joe. Go.
Oh, all right. Hey, have you noticed they treat COVID differently in other countries? Here it's 2 shots, both in the arm. In North Korea, it's just 1 shot in the head.
Hey, that's not a bad fucking joke.
Well, laugh.
I'm not gonna laugh. I'm not gonna give this guy fucking false.
Yeah, don't fake laugh.
That's a good joke though. Go ahead.
Doesn't he look like a standard poodle?
He
He has best in show head.
I know, but he still looks like a rescue.
That's why you have me watch your dog, Bobby.
Yeah, because you look. That's why my dog likes you so much. You look like her aunt.
We just got a cat yesterday or 2 days ago.
I can't believe you bought a fuck. All right, anyways, go ahead, Joe.
We didn't buy it. We donated money to the place.
That's called buying it. You bought it.
It was sent
When
up.
you buy a fucking cat from the mall, it's donating the money to that store.
Yeah, but it came with shots, a microchip.
So when you buy them from a store, same thing.
Yeah, well, rescues, they're not going to, what do you think? They're can stay open for giving everything away free and doing everything free, listen. Go ahead. You're 1 for 1 so far in your.
Great.
Go ahead.
That's Bobby eating pussy.
It is.
Did you see Land O'Lakes Butter remove the Native American from the box? That's progress. But when are they going to get rid of the most offensive thing on the box? No trans fat.
That's making fun of chubby trans people.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's 2 groups. That's a good one. I like that one. Go ahead.
My girlfriend told me, "You never talk to me." I said, "Bitch, I talk to you all the time. It's just that conversations are happening in my head, you stupid whore." She just kept staring at me and said, "Well, say something."
Well, that's when the club owner goes, "Not him."
Actually, here's a joke about comedy clubs. Do you know why there are brick walls at comedy clubs?
So when you put people up in the firing squad, go ahead.
So you can feel comfortable.
There's,
So you could have ammunition if the crowd turns on you.
there's brick walls at comedy clubs because they were originally made out of straws and sticks, but the big bad hecklers kept blowing that shit down.
What's your like? What do you have else to fall back on? What's your
Nothing. This is all I have.
is comedy?
Yeah.
You don't have a date. Wait, is that all your jokes?
No, I got one
No.
more.
He's got one more. Big finish. He always finishes big.
Yeah. I saw someone online saying gay marriage is wrong because it was Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. I think it'd be amazing if there was an Adam and Steve story in the Bible. You know, a reading from the book of John. Elton John. Adam and Steve lived peacefully in the Garden of Abba, spending too much time with a big snake. And then they were forbidden. Listen to the forbidden Lady Gaga album. And then they were.
Jesus Christ! You have the timing of the Times Square bomber.
They were. They were cast into the desert where they made custom duvets.
Oh,
You understand? This is it. I'm going to say this. A fart trumps any joke. I don't care. A fart will trump any fucking joke. That last joke, you listen to me. Take that cue card. Give me the cue card, the last joke. I want you to stick that in your asshole and shit it out and then flush the toilet.
Was it too wordy?
Dude, I don't know if you were trying to teach me something or tell me a joke. I mean, what the fuck was that? Were you reading from a gay Bible? I don't understand.
fucking Jesus Christ! You,
all right. Well,
you had.
we gotta.
I think it went great.
Did you get the link, Mushy?
No, but I found the episode.
Do you have the part where the guy was trashing him?
It's a 20-minute episode. I found the part where Rich came on.
I didn't come on the episode.
Yeah, we got mushed.
Yeah, I wasn't on the episode.
No, we got mushed, dude. Mush just misunderstood. It was an episode where a guy was talking shit about Rich Vos.
And well, mainly Aaron Berg and me, I guess.
Yeah, it's Scruffy Bones has it, right? No, he doesn't. That's not it. Did
It's not
any of you fucks post it in the chat? The link? No, they didn't. Okay.
It's not a big deal. I don't want to give this guy.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, look, what do you say about you? Can you make us all big instead of that fucking terrorist?
He said that.
Put me on top instead of on bottom. Put the fucking mush.
Oh man.
Yeah, don't put Rich Vos in the bottom.
Listen,
He's a legend and a lord. Yeah, put that. Where's Mush? Where are you, Mush? Come in here.
I'm right here. 1 second. I'm sorry.
Did you see the attitude? That was good, Mush. Thank you very much.
See, my thing isn't on. I'm sorry.
It's just
Mush, you should always be prepared to come on air. As the producer of the show,
And I am, but trying to get the other thing in there. I'm sorry, I messed up. You're right.
Don't give excuses. You're a producer. You're supposed to make shit right. But it's okay. Thank you, Mush. All right. Well, that sucks that we couldn't get that up, but there you go.
No big deal. Listen, is that
You
what's
do
his
the
name?
Chinese joke for Rich, please.
Yeah. So my roommate, he only dates
Talk
Chinese.
up. I can't hear you.
Oh. My roommate only dates Chinese girls, and so everyone he brings home Chinese. I finally asked him. I'm like, hey man, what's with all the Chinese girls? I'll never forget what he told me. He said, I'm Chinese.
You'll never. Okay.
Good, right?
Let me help you with a joke.
Okay.
One, you don't have to say, I'll never forget what he told me, because that adds nothing. People don't care what you're going to be doing when you're 45. If you're sitting there going, oh, I remember he told me he was Chinese. So take that out. It makes no sense in it. Then the rest of the joke, drop it. Cut it down to, I have a roommate.
Can you show me? Can you do the joke for me?
I wouldn't know, because it's kind of, but it makes no sense, because you're saying only Chinese people go out.
Can I try it? Can I try doing it? I'll try it. Ready? Yeah, my friend, I got a roommate. He's always dating these Chinese girls. Every girl he brings home is Chinese. I grabbed him one day. I go, hey, dude, what's up with all the Chinese girls? He leaned in. He goes, I'm Chinese.
Okay. Here's mine. A friend of mine's roommate only, this is what he told me, only dates Chinese girls. I said, why? He said, well, he took that Chinese girl to a comedy show, and there was a guy on stage that looked half Arab, Puerto Rican, and Screech. And he was so bad. There you have it. I don't have anything.
You got nothing.
I got
you know
nothing.
what? Here's how we end the show. Voss, I hope you go into your little cave, your snow cave, and it collapses on top of you, and they don't find you until the spring.
It's just two little size 8.5s hanging out.
I hope.
This is a game me and Voss play every time we hang up the phone. It's called I Hope. We do this every time we hang up the phone. Go ahead.
You're in your little igloo,
Yeah.
and your wife takes your big truck, your new truck, and backs up over it, and here's a thump, and it was your head that she ran over and didn't realize, thought it was just a snowbank, and just crushed your.
I hope the next time you're going to get your lottery tickets, a plow smashes into the back of your fucking back and doesn't kill you but cripples you and cuts your hands off so you can't do scratch tickets. And if you do them, you have to do them with your broken mouth.
I hope the next time you're in a deli and you order coleslaw, one little hair of it gets caught in your throat and you're gagging and you fall and hit your head on the corner of the table. And people come in to help you, and you look up and you're ready to die, and you see a homeless guy eating the rest of your sandwich and coleslaw.
I hope that kid with the mask. I hope that kid with the mask is trashing you on another podcast, and you get so mad you stand up and hit your head on a ceiling fan. And it cuts your head off, and your head flies and hits your paintings on the wall and ruins all those paintings.
I hope when you're sleeping one night on the road and Mushy Mike is opening for you, and he sleepwalks into your room and he sits on your fucking head butt naked and smothers you. And all you smell is Mushy Mike's sweaty fucking guest spot ass on your fucking head.
Listen. Please follow us on Calta and Kelly on all social media. Calta and Kelly on YouTube, and make sure tomorrow. No, I believe Thursday we have Big J Okerson on the show. Mush, I forgot to tell you all this. We have Big J Okerson on Thursday on the show, and Friday we have Shuley from the Howard Stern Show, who is no longer with the Howard Stern Show.
Oh, since he moved, he's not with them. I mean,
and he is on the show Friday.
Oh,
so we have 2 big shows coming up, Thursday and Friday. And tomorrow we'll be back. What's today? Tuesday. We'll be back with the regular show with me and Mike Calta. What time tomorrow night, Mush?
Usually we go at 5, but we haven't confirmed with Calta yet.
Oh,
Okay,
and
so 5 o'clock tomorrow. What do you got?
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I'll be at Stress Factory in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
And Joe, what do you got?
On Instagram tomorrow at Jokes Russell, we have a new cheese show, 70s fondue episode.
Ooh, that's great fondue. I love too. Mush, what do you got, pal?
At Mike V. Suarez, and you can find me on Greg Stone's YouTube channel pretty soon.
Greg Stone's YouTube channel, The Mush, and I hope when you're doing Stress Factory under the tent that the tent collapses and it collapses on you and then sticks to your head and smothers you live in front of an audience. But you were bombing so bad that they applaud at your death. As you're dying, they're just going, "Yay, die, you fucking shit comic." And then that kid with the mask gets up and starts killing while you're dying, and he's just crushing, and he's just killing them. And they're like, "You're so much better than Rich," and you suffocate, and you feel your little rings getting taken off your finger by that guy with the mask on. He steals your rings as you're dying. That's what I hope.
That's a nice thing. That's nice. Well, listen, I gotta go.
Oh God! All right, we'll see you guys later. Love ya.
Peace out, home.